You know, when I was younger, this movie confused the fuck out of me. Does it still confuse the fuck out of me to this day? Let's find out. Swordfish is one of those movies that really, and I mean really, confused the hell out of me when I was a kid. I watched this movie so many times growing up and had no clue how to put this movie together, okay? From its weird, complicated plot to the weird ass ending that the movie has. Of course, I was too young at the time to understand this movie when it came out. I was only, what, 14 when this movie came out? My mind, since wasn't that strong to sit through a movie like this, even though it was only 99 minutes long. Now that I'm older, let's try to dissect this fucking thing. Now, Swordfish really could have been so much more than what it was. I'm serious. It really could have been so much more than what it was. Okay? So, the complicated plot revolves around a computer hacker played by Hugh Jackman. Okay? He has a lot of troubles in his personal life, being recently busted, put in jail, of course, and being released. However, his ex-wife, however, has like this, I guess you could say, restraining order against him for seeing their daughter. Okay, he wants to get back to his daughter. He wants to be with his daughter and stuff like that. But you know, his wife is a pain in the ass drunk who is basically with this porn director now, and even the guy uses his wife, his ex-wife, as models for one of even his movies, which is kind of gross, and it's all set up in their house and shit. It's fucking weird. And then we meet John Travolta's character, okay? And he's this cool, slick, laid-back dude, right? Nothing too calm, too weird about him. He's just a normal dude, right? Seemingly. And he hires Hugh Jackman as one of his newest hackers to hack the U.S. government and steal about $9.8 billion from a thing back in the day that they call Swordfish. It's where they take dirty money from the U.S. government and put it in this system. And they just let it sit there, and they basically forget about this whole money sitting in there. So, of course, John Travolta wants that money, and he needs Hugh Jackman to do it. To combat terrorism. And yeah, that's the big ass plot of this movie. Think about this. All that I just said in the 99-minute movie. Sounds like the movie could have been 2.5 hours long, don't you think? Yes, this movie should have been 2.5 hours long to fully develop its characters, fully get across that big ass plot. That is a big fucking plot, okay? Problems with a character's daughter. Being hired on by this hacker to hack the U.S. government. Combat fucking terrorism. That is 3 big ass plot synopsis for 3 big movies, okay? Seriously. You have one for a drama. Basically a man trying to get his daughter back, trying to fight for his daughter. Okay. Hacking the U.S. government is a whole nother movie within itself. That could be like War Games, if you will. Combat terrorism. That could be like 0 Dark 30 right there. All 3 of that shit combined in one movie in 99 minutes. Yeah, it's just not enough time. It is just not enough time. Even more worse, the budget of this movie is $102 million, right? The movie looks good. The movie looks very good. It's shot very nicely. The direction is pretty cool. The effects on the explosions look like that of a PC video game from the early 1990s. I'm not bullshitting. The effects, some of the explosions in this movie looks that fake. It is that bad, that noticeable, okay? Man. The acting in the movie, how did we got 4 awesome people in this movie. You got John Travolta. The year before, he had Battlefield Earth. I would not want to talk about that movie anymore. I already did, so if you have not seen that, go watch it. You might get a laugh out of that one. Anyways, you got Halle Berry. Probably the most talked about it girl of Hollywood. Of course, her and Hugh Jackman the year before, coming off X-Men. So, yeah, that was cool. That they rekindled back again another year later for this thing. And then you got Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle, who I haven't seen in a movie in 2001. I haven't seen him in the movie since Volcano in 1997. I'm pretty sure he had more movies since then, but that was probably the last time I seen him up until this point. So, yeah. So, yes, you got 4 awesome actors in this movie. So the acting is not bad at all. Acting's pretty good. That's the only thing this movie has going for it. Good acting. Decent cinematography. Other than that, you have a stupid plot. Stupid plots, if you will. Bad CGI. Okay. And about everything else that goes with 5 fingers. This movie feels almost empty. I'm not bullshitting you. Swordfish is easily a waste of time. The only reason probably why you will watch this movie now is that notoriety that the movie has for Halle Berry showing her boobs. As a kid, yeah, that was cool. Nowadays, boobs not even that big. They're not. They're kind of flat, if you will, unfortunately. Yeah. The chick from Final Destination 3 had better boobs than Halle Berry did in this movie. Unfortunately. So yeah, Swordfish is evidently a waste of time. Do not bother watching this movie. It's style over substance. And you can actually see that shit. You can really see that shit. So I'm going to give Swordfish a D+, only because of the acting and the way it was shot. It was shot nicely, it was shot slickly. It's just everything else was just bad about it, unfortunately. So let me know what you guys think about Swordfish down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And I'll see you guys later.